Hey guys, I'm Natty Homemaker and welcome back to my channel. My September no spend challenge was a success. We did amazing last month. We did absolutely amazing. So if you're new to my channel and you didn't know what my September no spend challenge was, I'll give you a little outline. Basically what I did is I have an Avion card. What I have is a Visa. So when I use my Visa to do groceries or pay a bill or something, I accumulate points on my Avion card. So with that Avion card this year, I accumulated all my points and then I bought gift certificates to the Metro grocery store and the Food Basics grocery store. So I had $200 worth of gift certificates for the month of September. That means I was not going to spend any money on groceries. I was just going to use those grocery vouchers or grocery gift cards to do my groceries in September. So we did our groceries on those $200 grocery cards and we came under $200. We paid all our bills like we always do. We always pay our bills fully. We're not in debt whatsoever. We don't want debt. We don't want nothing like that. We buy everything cash or, so anyways, yeah. So we didn't go shopping. We didn't go out and, to extravagant restaurants or anything like that. It was just eat at home, buy our groceries with the gift cards. And we came under $1,000 this month, paying all our bills. That's our gas bill, water bill, hydro bill, everything, everything just worked out so well, so well. We did amazing. Jay was like shocked on how much I saved this month. So that being said, I'm thinking October is another, not no spend month, but I'm going to try to be frugal again and try to make it about the same. So this is what I'm going to do this month. I'm going to do some grocery hauls, but I'm going to be doing a little mini stock ups here and there, $5 emergency meals and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to stretch it again. Okay, so I'm going to try to stretch it this month again. Make my grocery bill smaller. May use up what I have. I still have lots in the freezer. I was quite shocked, like how much we actually ate last month. We ate well. Like we ate very well. Like 3 meals a day, snacks, everything. And it was great. It was great. And we still have lots of freezer stuff. We still have lots of pantry stuff. We still have freezer stuff downstairs. We still have stuff in our fridge. So that being said, in October, I'm thinking, well, we could probably stretch it again. But this time we don't have the gift cards. So I do have a $25 gift card that I ordered in. And I do have a $25 Giant Tiger card that I brought in. So I was thinking, well, I do need a pair of shoes. And I do need a little pantry stock up for the winter. Like sugar and cornstarch and stuff like that. You want to put it in your pantry for the winter recipes, right? So I might use that for that. But other than that, I don't think I'll be using much for groceries this month. I'll pick up orders here and there, make a couple grocery hauls. But it might be like $5 meals, $15 meals, whatever. Or, try to stretch it as much as I can. Look for those deals again. And I do want to check out that discount store. I really want to check out that discount store. There's a new discount store in town. Frugal's now closed. So that means that discount store is gone. My favorite discount store. But I hear this one's good too because they took over. So hopefully they still have great deals like they did at Frugal's. So we'll see how October goes. I'll try to save money again and try to make it under $1,000. That's paying for everything. I mean everything. I kept receipts for all things bought. So if we bought gas, I kept the receipt. If, let's just say, the hydro bill came in, I kept the bill. I calculated every single little thing. That being said, here's October. So one of my favorite meals that we don't get too often And this is something that Jay really enjoys. I love it too. It's a Canadian thing. If you're Canadian, you know what poutine is. Well, I'm going to make homemade poutine today. Yeah, some call it poutine, some call it poutine. I call it poutine. I'm a Frenchman, so poutine. So I'm making it homemade. Now, I could do it with potatoes from scratch and put it in the air fryer because I don't like deep frying my fries. Because when I do deep fry fries, or if I eat deep fried fries, I get a little belly upset and it kind of ruins it. So that's why I don't eat poutine very often. But I find if I bake it or if I air fry it, it's great. So I'm going to do it that way today. But I'm going to be lazy. I'm not going to use the potatoes that you peel and you make yourself. I got a great deal for $5. And I'm going to use those fries. So I went shopping and I bought this bag for $5. Crinkled fries made with Canadian potatoes. So it's an authentic poutine, isn't it? 2-kilogram bag for $5. It's going to last me a while. So I'm going to put that in the oven on a cookie sheet and I'm going to make poutine. Now this is going to be a souped up version of poutine. It's going to be steak poutine. Mm-mm-mm. Now they have that here in our area at a place called Revs in Sturgeon Falls, Ontario. And let me tell you, it is amazing. Amazing. But they have curds on it and they have like onions and all that good stuff. Like there's different kinds. There's steak poutine, hamburger poutine. It's just the best poutine you could eat in Ontario, I think. That I feel anyways. A lot of people will agree with me. But that's like about 40 minutes away. And it's a little pricey. We're trying to save money. So I'm trying to make the best I can with what I got, right? So I'm making a steak poutine. So I picked this up in September. And I froze it. Now, I don't know if it was in one of my hauls or it was one of Bella's meals that I bought. I think it was Bella's meal. But I just made her something with some of this meat. So I think I'll use up this Angus meat myself today. And I'll replace it with hers on Saturday. Because I just did a whole bunch of turkey. And I just did a whole bunch of chicken for her. And I just did a whole bunch of beef. So she's good for a while. So I'm going to try to do this without having a boo-hoo moment. I don't need to cry. Try my best. So we don't want them too small of a chunk. They're going to break down anyways when they're getting fried. Oh. Here comes the tears. Wah, wah. I'm crying, guys. I'm crying. Oh, God. Oh, shit. This is a strong onion. That should be enough onion. So, you know me. I like to make things fresh for my man. So when he comes to the door, it's like nice and fresh and ready. Like it just came out of a restaurant, right? So, he's not home yet. And I still have about an hour. So I'm just prepping this right now. And this is the thing you gotta know, guys. You gotta know how to prep this, right? So you put in your onions in that first in the frying pan. And while that's in the frying pan, you put the fries in. So that's what we'll be doing. So about half an hour before he comes to the door, we're gonna put this in the pan. And we're gonna put the fries in the oven because it takes about 20 minutes. 20 minutes, okay? So that's just for the fries. So this will take enough time. And then the last 5 minutes, you make your gravy. And that's it. Done. So half an hour before my man comes home, I'm going to be starting this meal. So it takes half an hour before your hubby or your kids come home, you can do this meal. You know, I always have to add a little twist on things, right? That's just how I am. So I'm going to concoct a little bit. I'm going to take this meat, a very small amount of meat, actually. I think, but it's going to do its thing for this recipe. I'm going to put blood and all in there. Let's just marinate it. We have 30 minutes, right? So it could sit there and marinate. So I'm going to put about a tablespoon of Worcestershire. A little bit of salt and pepper. And of course, we want more onion, right? So let's just put some chives. Thought about it after I pulled it out. I'm like, oh shit, no. That's fine. Whatever. We'll put it in there. So, you know, we're just going to make it our own. Make it our own tasty thing. Got my fresh windowsill chives. And a little bit of Montreal spice. Some Montreal spice. Just like this. And I'm going to cover it and leave it on the counter. Now, I've seen someone else do something similar, that they kept their meat on the counter for about an hour before they cooked it. That being red meat, not chicken, never chicken. And that's it. So I'm going to put that right there with the onion. There we go. In half an hour, it's going to be ready. La, 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 la. Okay, so I have my cheese ready. I don't have curds. Curds is the way to go if you're Canadian. That is the right way to make poutine. You use the squeaky curds. But I don't have squeaky curds, and they're pricey. It's a splurge, a big time splurge. So I got this big block of cheese for $4, and I cut them up in little cubes like this. And I'll use that for my poutine. So this is marble cheese, Cracker Barrel marble cheese, and that's what I'll be using. Well, it's 4:30, so I'm setting my oven at 450. Letting that warm up. I have my pot ready for my gravy. I have my pan ready for my steak and my onions. Now I'm just going to wait a little bit longer for this to warm up. And it's time to make the poutine. So this will go in before 5 o'clock. The last 18 minutes should do it. Okay, so it is 4:35. Time to put that in. I have my oven set at 450, and we're going to try it for 9 minutes, and then we're going to mix it around and put it in for another 9. You want to take out your cheese now from the fridge and put it on the counter. Let the cheese warm up a little bit to room temperature. This way, it melts better. Okay. As you can see, I have a viewer in the corner right over there, watching my every single move, because that's what she does when I cook. So I'm going to add some butter into my pan. Turn that on medium heat. And I decided, well, I'm going to add some mushrooms to the meat. So I'm going to add some mushrooms with that. Because mushrooms are delicious. Mushrooms, onions, and steak. Yum, yum. Right, Bella? Yum, yum. Yum, yum. You're such a good girl watching Mama from there. Okay? Such a good girl. I'm also going to make gravy homemade. I was going to use the packet, and then I'm like, no. I was going to use canned gravy. I'm like, no. I'm just going to make my own gravy. And Mrs. Sneaky Pants, what you doing over here? You have to go over there, honey. Go to your spot. Did you want a treat? If I give you a treat, will you go sit over there? I think you will, right? Let's give you a treat. Okay, Mama wants you to sit in your spot, okay? Sit over here. Sit. Sit. And I want you to lay down. Lay down. Lay down and watch Mama, okay? I don't want you near the stove, and I don't want you near Mama when she's cooking. You stay over here. Hey, over there. Over there. Come on. Away from the stove, please. Right here. In your spot. In your spot. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Thank you. Stay. 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 Good girl. You watch Mama. You watch Mama's channel. That's a good girl. See how good she is. Okay, so this butter's taking forever to melt. I don't know why. We're gonna take it easy here. Just like that. So first we're gonna brown the meat before we put everything else in. Just gonna wait a little bit longer. That's going to be absolutely delicious. I am so looking forward to this poutine tonight. I've been craving poutine lately, and it's like really expensive now for poutine. Like, it's a great splurge. You know, it's a good outing and everything else. But like I said, I haven't been in sturgeon in a bit. So if I'm going to have poutine, I'm going to spend money on it. That's where I would go, in sturgeon at Revs. Revs or Revs? No, I'm not too sure how to pronounce it. If it's Rivs or Revs, either way, I know where it is. It's in Sturgeon. It's a good place to eat poutine. But today it's Natty's Steak Poutine. Yes, the frugal way. So yeah, I think this was like $2.30 for the meat. And an onion, well, I got it like dirt cheap for the whole bag. And this can of mushrooms was 99 cents. And I'm making my own gravy, so that's not going to cost me much. The bag of French fries was $5, and I still have quite a bit in there. And I had some before. I had some yesterday. So, yeah. So, fries are going up in price too, I find. So, that being said, this is going to be a nice frugal meal. So, it says 2 minutes for the fries. And then I have to move them around or flip them. So let's put this in here. Go with the meat. Does that look good? Oh, it smells so good, guys. It looks delicious. Mange la poutine, mange la poutine, mange la poutine, mange la poutine. If you don't know what I'm saying, it's in French. It's eating the poutine, eating la poutine, eat la poutine, eat la poutine, eating la poutine. Yeah, one of Natty's original songs. Okay. Time to bring in the mushrooms. I'm going to put the full can in there. It's going to be making us fart tonight, that's for sure. And Jay's on his way home. He already texted me to tell me he's on his way home. So by the time this is ready, he'll be sitting at the table. He'll have a nice, fresh poutine. Restaurant Natty style. Natty style poutine. Delicious, delicious, delicious poutine. There it is. We flipped the fries. Multitasking. It can be done. Like, frozen fries are not my favorite. I have to admit it. I really do love making my own in the air fryer, but you know, the air fryer can only take so much, and I don't want to do 2 batches. It takes a lot longer. So this is a nice, cheap, frugal, fast way to do it. It's the lazy way, but hey, it works. Put that back in. 9 minutes, and we'll be ready. So I put a little bit of instant stock mix, beef bouillon, half a teaspoon, because there's a little bit of liquid in the middle there. Then mix that in there. Just going to make it an extra flavorful, right? Oh yeah, look at that baby. Now it's on low just to keep it warm, because this is ready right now, and we don't want to overcook it. So we're just keeping it on warm on number 2. And we're going to work on that gravy in about 4 minutes. Mm. Mm. I'm gonna try one of these steak, little pieces of steak. Mmm. Oh, c'est délicieux. Fantastique. It needs a little pepper. This definitely needs a little pepper. It needs a little bite. So, a little bit of pepper. Black pepper is what we need for that. Just to bring it a little. Whew. I just breathe that in. There we go. In here, I have 2 cups of distilled water. I have 1 tablespoon of instant beef stock. And I have 1 tablespoon of chicken base. That's the trick, man. That's the trick. And this is cold water, so stir it up real fast before it gets hot. There we go. Now, Bisto is mainly found in the UK, and you can find it in Canada. I don't know if you could find it in the States, though. But Bisto. So 2 heaping tablespoons. It's traditional. See, I have it in a jar, and I just put the label on it. So traditional gravy. I'm just going to mix that. And you always add salt to this because it does change the flavor. It makes it quite better. Okay. And that's it. We just gotta do that. And if we find that it's not thick enough, we're just gonna add some cornstarch and water. Make a slurry. And then make a gravy. So I'm making my slurry right now. So 2 tablespoons, no, sorry. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And 2 tablespoons of water, cold water. And I'm going to dump that in because I'm going to make this thicker. Now you constantly have to stir it. Okay, so that's ready now. Let's get that in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to salt them up, shake it up, put it on the plate, and we'll have some poutine for supper tonight, baby. Some steak poutine. So salt it up. Here's those cheese curds. Now I put those cheese curds like that. And let's put that on a plate. Just like that. The cheese is pre-mixed in there. Put them all in there so it has time to melt. And now, let's put the rest of the good stuff on there. Some of the steak and the onions and the mushrooms on top. Just like that. Now for Natty's homemade thick-ass gravy. Just gonna put that all on there. Oh, look how thick that bitch is. Yeah, that's a thick gravy. It's gonna be good gravy. It's not that runny stuff that just fills up the whole plate. I don't like it when it's runny. I really don't like it when it's runny. Ta-da! It's the poutine! It's the poutine! So this is my steak poutine. Made at home. Natty style. 5 o'clock. Steak poutine's on, baby. Oh, look, he's pouring me a drink. This sparkling water. All right. Look at that. Yum. We're going to have a full belly tonight.
Yes, me.
Like every other night. Try the poutine. Oh, yeah. Oh, what do you think of the gravy, Jay?
That's good gravy.
David's not too fond of gravy. He only eats it really rarely on... He'll eat on poutine and stuff like that, but that's about it, really.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't like gravy too much. But you like my gravy?
I do. It's a good poutine gravy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The cheese melted nicely. As you can see, I'll show you. This is like a fry on there, melted. Chunks there, some there are melted. Mmm. Mmm. Oh God, I like that gravy.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do it with chicken breast. You have to do it with chicken broth and with beef. Mix the two together. Mm. So good.